What's going on, people? It is the Opinionated Gooner, aka TOG. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, man. Maybe it's probably because I'm not uploading any more preview videos of the games, and I'm doing that because it's just pointless. Who cares at this point? Who cares whether Arteta picks a certain team? No one cares anymore because we're not really fighting for anything. So that's probably why. And I do apologize for not uploading any of that, but I just feel like I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time in doing that because we've got nothing to play for. So it is what it is. You get me? Like, it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, nonetheless, though, we got the win. It's just annoying, again, as usual, we're getting these wins where we're not really fighting for anything, man. We're not fighting for anything at all. Apparently, this is Arteta's, he's won 4 games in a row now for the first time since joining Arsenal. So, I just feel like it's just too little too late sort of thing. It's just too little too late. Where was this energy, like, especially with the players as well? I can't just also blame Arteta. The players have some accountability too, man. Where was this energy when we were actually fighting for, like, something? It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. But nonetheless, we got the win. It's Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal 3. Convincing win, isn't it? Like, it was a convincing win. Yeah, Crystal Palace had, some chances, but we had the better chances for me, in my opinion. Actually, I mean, they did have a few chances, but let's just get straight into it, man. First 5 minutes, Jeffrey Schlupp, that guy should have been sent off. I don't understand. This VAR, it's just becoming a farcical now. It's just a farce. Just dross from beginning to end with VAR, man. Just rubbish. Basically, there was a situation where he lunges into Callum Chambers. It was reckless. It was late. He could have broke his ankle. Callum Chambers stayed on the ground. VAR looked at this and they were like, yeah, it's only worthy of a yellow card. They didn't even give the chance for the referee to go and view the screen. I just thought that was a disgraceful decision. Absolutely pathetic, and you have to wonder, had it been someone like a Xhaka that did that same challenge, or forget even an Arsenal player, because I'm obviously an Arsenal fan, but let's just say it was someone like John Joe, like Shelvey, for example. Had he done a challenge like that, what would it have been then? It would have been a red card for sure. And this is the problem with football, when it's the typical bad boys, that do these dirty fouls and whatever, they get a straight red because they're not trusted. But even in that sense, that's wrong to be judging someone like that, But because Jeffrey Schlupp, doesn't really get himself sent off, to my knowledge, it's only deemed a yellow card. I just thought that was a disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful decision. Pathetic. Absolutely shocking. They need to do something with this VAR come next year. I'm telling you, man, because these kind of decisions in particular, you need to get the referee to look at them, because VAR, they will look at them and say something rubbish. I think by default now, when it's situations like that, you have to get the referee to look at the screen so that they can make that decision themselves, because how you didn't advise that is beyond me. They're doing something really wrong with this VAR, and I think for the majority of the season, it's nothing short of a disgrace. VAR, rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Had that been an Arsenal player, I'm sorry to say it, but it's true, they probably would have been sent off. It's facts. It's facts. another one goes on the list for VAR going against us. But it is what it is, I guess it happens to every team in the league, but I just was not happy with that because that really looked like an ankle breaker. I just didn't understand. What was that about? What was that all about? But anyway, he got the yellow card. Should have been sent off, in my opinion, straight red as well. But yeah, just a poor challenge. But nonetheless, we started to grow in the game. I think Crystal Palace had a few chances as well after that. I think Cahill had a chance or something like that. I feel like Zaha was getting himself into good positions as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, we did get the goal. We scored, I think, 35 minutes or so, 35 minutes. So good few minutes just before halftime. Great 1-2s between Tierney and Saka. Tierney passes it to Saka. Saka with a great back heel pass back to Tierney. Tierney with a cross. And then Pepe finishes it with his right foot in the box. Great finish. Great build-up play. Makes it 1-0. Happy days. Again, even another... I just remembered this one as well. Even after that goal. Benteke should have been sent off. For me, I have to be honest. There was... I think he fouled Partey. I think El Neni wasn't happy with it. I didn't see within the footage that El Neni was holding Benteke in any way. And Benteke just basically did that to his neck. And, El Neni didn't really react. VAR looked at that. Again, nothing. I don't even think he got booked, if I'm not mistaken. Had El Neni been rolling around on the ground, maybe there would have been a decision to be made. But this is the problem with VAR, I feel like in that particular moment, had El Neni been rolling on the ground, they probably would have made it, they probably would have given it a red card. Probably, yeah. Whereas the one with Schlupp was a straight yellow, which makes no sense. They're really... the problem with VAR is that they're really starting to create dark arts, I think, for me, if I'm being really honest. I think they're starting to do it a lot more now or they're creating that environment a lot more where people now have to cheat in order to get players sent off. You can't fall on the ground anymore. Like, just because you don't dive doesn't mean, or fall to the ground doesn't mean it's not a penalty. If somebody's holding you and dragging you, it's a penalty. It is what it is. But now some of these players have to feel like, okay, I have to go down in order for the referees or VAR to make a decision. And this is killing the game, man. It's killing the game for me. I'm sorry. Benteke had no right to do that for me. He had no right. And had El Neni been rolling on the ground as if he'd been shot, there probably would have been a chance he got sent off. But, as I said, man, VAR, that needs to change next season. Immediately. This is becoming nonsense now. But anyway, we get into the second half. We get into the second half and, it starts to become a bit more even. I feel like, Crystal Palace started to grow more into the game as well. And, you had to bear in mind that this is Roy Hodgson's final game, final home game for Crystal Palace as the manager. So yeah, I guess they really wanted to try in that sense. And the person, who should have been sent off for me in the first half scored the goal, which was Benteke. Partey with a silly foul on, I think, Zaha. Townsend with a set piece. Again, Partey involved again with just foolishness. Pushing Benteke forward to just basically say, yeah, here you go. Go and header it. You know, Oneni, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He ended up being on the floor. Gabriel, for some reason, ended up being on the floor. I just couldn't understand that goal. You know, Partey could have instructed El Neni to do something. Say, yeah, watch out for Benteke. He's behind you. It just seemed like there was no communication whatsoever. You know, and Benteke scores. You know, Bentekus. That's it. Is what it is. Makes it 1-1. I was just thinking, all right, here we go, because you know, if you don't know, Crystal Palace are our bogey team. So I was just like, yeah, here we go. If I'm being honest, actually, I thought it would be a draw. I thought it would actually be a draw between us and Crystal Palace. But yeah, you know, they scored and then they started to build up their confidence a bit more. I think Zaha had a chance where he was, you know, he was pretty much through on goal. But luckily Gabriel caught up with him. I think Benteke had another chance as well with a header. I think he should have scored, actually. I don't know. It was such a soft header. It was either Benteke or Jordan Ayew. It was one of the two, but it was a very, very soft header. Yeah, very, very soft. But, you know, Arteta made the right changes. He brought on Xhaka, Martinelli and Odegaard. And the latter of the two, you know, made that impact. Odegaard with a great cross to Martinelli. Very, very good cross, actually, I must say. And then, yeah, Martinelli just slots it in, and this was in the 91st minute or so. So, yeah, happy for Martinelli, man. You have to wonder with Martinelli, had he been starting in a lot of our games, maybe would our results have been a bit different? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. In my opinion, I think it would have. I think Arteta was bringing on Martinelli too little, too late at times. You know, to make little to no impact. Or if he did make the impact, it's like, well, you know, we're either behind or, you know, the rest of our players just can't really finish the dinner. It is what it is. But yeah, happy for him to have gotten that goal. And then we got another goal, third and final goal in the 95th minute or so. Great dribbling from Pepe. That was basically individual brilliance. Slots it home with his left foot. So he was dribbling past about 3 or 4 players in the box, slots it home, makes it 3-1, the game's over. You know, the game's it's finished now. But I'm really happy that at least we're getting some wins. I know doesn't really make a difference. It kind of does, because we still have that slight chance of making it into Europe. But I'm more happy at the fact that we're getting wins. Maybe we can continue with that momentum to next season. Obviously, our last game would be Brighton. But hopefully we can continue this winning streak into next season. Happy for Pepe. You know, as I've been saying, you know, for months now, Pepe's been doing the business. He's just been doing the business. Martinelli, you know, always makes a difference in himself when he comes on. Tierney, Saka, it's the usual suspects. You know, it's the usual suspects for me. So, really happy for them. Really happy that we got the 3 points, you know, something to look forward to, I guess. But obviously there's still that part of me where it's like it's too little too late, I'm afraid. But then there's also this part of me of, we could still make Europe somehow. And you know what, I'm going to be real, I don't really want to. I don't really want us in Europe. I don't think we deserve it. I don't think we're good enough to be in Europe. You know, I think we've got decent players, but they lack the mentality. And when you lack the mentality, everything involved in that football is useless. So, you know, it is what it is. Somehow we're still gonna make Europe. I, I, I don't want that to happen. Obviously, I'm gonna keep my stance though and believe that yeah, we are gonna finish 10th. But if we do make it into Europe, you know, that's just typical Arsenal too. So I wouldn't be surprised. You know, when Arsene Wenger basically couldn't win the league with Arsenal, all those years, you know, the security in the bank was top 4. You know, when it came to Emery in getting the top 4, it would be Europa League, and Arteta, you know, the same thing here. You know, so just don't be surprised with either one, whether we finish 10th or whether we somehow get into Europe. And if we do get into Europe, God, if we do, just please let it not be that Europa Conference League. That's all I ask for. Just let it not be that one. You know, we might actually win that one if we got into it, I guess. But yeah, yeah. Nonetheless, though, I guess, you know, 3 points. Can't really complain, I guess. You know, can't really complain. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I do feel indifferent, but I also do feel a bit happy, you know, in terms of the individual players and everything like that. But yeah, no, yeah. Also, I have to admit it. You know, Arteta got the substitutions correct. You know, Odegaard and Martinelli basically linked up for the goal. So yeah, he got it right in that sense. So, you know, as a team effort, you know, I'll give the guys, I give them an A-. You know, I thought Pepe played really well. I thought our defenders were really good, to be honest. Leno made some good saves as well. I think actually Jeffrey Schlupp had a chance actually in the first half as well. So that imagine if he had scored that, I would have been going mad. But yeah, Leno made some good saves for me. Yeah, pretty much happy, content with that. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving, man. That was quite a long video, but I will be back for the final game against Brighton, so that will be the season done. It'll be over. You know, thank God for that. You know, it's been a poor season, man. It's been a poor season from Arsenal, from Arteta. Just a poor season. Kroenke's messing up. Like, it's just been nonsense, isn't it? But yeah, I will be back. I think we play on Sunday. So I will be doing a review on that. But yeah, I'm going to be out, guys, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications and all that other good stuff. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. I think it will be Sunday. But yeah, I'm out. Take care. Peace.